This is the railway station at Venezia Santa Lucia. I'm now going to walk through the railway station and directly into the city. Now, I left the car in Venezia Mestre, which is on the mainland, and then I took the train here, which is, I think, the easiest way to do it. I've never tried taking the car to Venice. There's a parking, obviously there's no cars running around the streets of Venice at all. Apart from that, I always felt the excitement of taking the train here. Now, as soon as one comes through the station, as I am doing now, immediately one is met by the view of the Grand Canal, which is something I've always found particularly wonderful. So here's the station. I leave the station and in front of me is the Grand Canal, and as they say in Polish, the water tram, Giaparetti, to my left. Now, this has to be the best location for a station in the world. Obviously, in my opinion, this is the most beautiful city in the world. There's nowhere like Venice. There's nothing can do this. As the wonder and the magic of this city, and the beauty. Of course, beauty which comes from a rather aggressive imperialist past, maybe starting with the Fourth Crusade in 1204, when effectively Venetians destroyed the the Roman Empire in the east, Byzantine Empire, captured Constantinople, killing a lot of people in the process and stealing what they had. Of course, it wasn't just theft, it was also based on trade with Dalmatia. All the same, it's absolutely a wonderful place to be. Now, taxis in Venice are in fact speedboats. One of the more than 400 bridges in this town. And there's the taxi. Well, the streets here are pretty packed. It's now around 6 o'clock, and many of these people seem to be locals. So there's a lot of students here, of course, as well as tourists, such as myself. Unfortunately, one does see quite a lot of houses which need repair, such as the one I'm looking at now. One would have thought without money hanging around in this place that there would have been more than adequate funds. Of course, the climate doesn't help. Very wet, but all the same. Oh, Siberian Husky. Oh, this is no good. Yes, it is very good. Very attractive.
Ciao Gemma. Ciao. 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 Qualsiasi ora diciamo.
Sì, fa condominare il letto sui 10 e mezza.
So I have the bus stop in front of me, and there's the bus leaving. One may forget that normal people actually do live here as well. And there we see potatoes at 75 cents a kilo on sale. Oh, unfortunately in front of me I see the red sky at night, Shepherd's Delight. I wish I'd been able to get here a little earlier. Here the palaces, the large houses, seem a little bit more run down. Not really off the beaten track, I would have said, because the beaten track is certainly the bridge in front of me. But there's a lot fewer people here. Obviously a sign of what the tourist situation is. A lot less now in March than it would be, or will be, in a couple of weeks, even time when it'll be Easter. From here we have a view of the laguna looking towards the west and Mestre. The road and the railway line which leads into Venice is there quite clearly visible, as is a train which is currently going into the station. Mestre is the part of the city which grew up large in the 19th century. People left Venice because of the conditions, and their feet were on dry land. So the population really did decline in the 20th century. Of course, now for the needs of tourism, it probably has in the last 25 years or so. It's probably recovered. We can also see an aeroplane there flying off from the airport at Marco Polo. There's an aeroplane and a seagull. I was obviously referring to the aeroplane and not the seagull. There's also a speed limit on boats. Now I'm sure the boat I can see there is going as fast as it should be, but the one we saw earlier was probably going a little faster than is usually allowed. I think this is wonderful. Fantastic view. What a place to be. Oh, and there's me in Venice.